Okay, hi, my battery's too low to use flash. I really love the phone though. Rosenstock's is like, he would say, my brain is my tool, whatever. I don't drink alcohol or do drugs. I need my tool to make my money or whatever. But he charges 400, I already told you that. 400 per visit with a $100 down payment. This is a video of my take from this evening. It's the entire contents of my backpack on the countertop table. And by the way, funny story is Mike does not like to be woken up. My old manager, and I graffitied on this countertop table with a pencil, and I thought it's fine because you can just erase it with a wet towel or whatever. But like he slapped the shit out of me twice, and I backed up, but he got me, which I don't mind that because I deserved that. But Daryl Anderson, the black manager, was a fucking asshole. When I lived at Bowen one time, that they're best friends. One's Cajun and one's black. They got wasted together, drunk, and he came back and I said, Dave, I said, Michael, Daryl hates me. Michael says, Daryl hates everybody. So fuck Daryl Anderson. And fuck Princeton Patterson and Denise Hilton. I hate them. They're rich people and they don't give a fuck about poor people. And my new house manager Dave is new to this game or whatever. I've been in this game for 5 years and I understand how it operates. And one of our residents have all died off. There's Ricardo Granda, who I would take to the dispensary. He had a stroke 2 years ago. Real nice guy. I thought he was retarded at first when I met him, but the stroke caused a speech impediment. And I'm also embarrassed to admit that, but he owed me cigarettes in a sense. And so, like, his body, almost before it was gone, Dexter and the coroner were here outside. I took, a couple packs of cigarettes. But he would buy these cheap Montego cigarettes, and he would give me, a cigarette for helping him to go to the store or whatever. He also gave me two a leave for my, what do you call it? The stinging pain, the longest nerve in your body is from your hip to your big toe, but the sciatica, whatever, like, it's better now that I'm getting exercise. And I'm going to the doctor tomorrow, and I'll have a lot of things to ask him about, like Flomax, which I got in jail because I have an enlarged prostate, probably, because I have frequent sudden need to urinate. Also, I've been taking Chris's Effexor, his selective serotonin and norepinephrine reuptake inhibitor. We can look at it here. He has a lot of medicine, and he's offered to me. Christian, I've got great medicine. He has mirtazapine to go to bed, which I don't like. And when I talked to Valdez, the psychiatrist for Lighthouse, and he's into Linux operating systems, whatever. I hate these people, Dad. One time, I know you remember everything, whatever. Like just like the Patrick that I met, this European black guy that was in the Angolan Civil War and killed a lot of people, and he was an awesome guy. He could tell you a story about the Italian motorcycle racers for a couple of hours. One time he told me a story. And he lived in a public storage unit. We met at the Angel House, which is run by different Baptist churches every week. I used to be a real arrogant asshole, and I made fun of these people even though they're trying to help. But they would make I lived at my campsite, and in the morning I'd get up. The Starbucks in Austin, they would give me free coffee. Or I'd do my coffee scam where I just use the cup and get 54 cents and get a refill. Or use the app and get free refills. And one of my best friends, Razali Hassan, worked for the Jews too. And I thought he was an atheist, but he says, no, I'm Muslim. But he married a white woman and had 2 children at the University of Colorado Springs. And when I told him about 9/11, he was like, oh, Christian, you're ahead of the game or whatever. So he respected me a lot and tried to say that I would be the phoenix rising from the ashes. Anyway, I'm rambling on, but that's what I tend to do. I boosted condoms from Walgreens for me and Natalie. So you don't want to have a baby. I bought these earphones, I think at DoorDash or whatever. I took a spoon from stupid, horrible bitch Jennifer Brazil's house, and I've got my laminated copy of my green card, laminated copy of my Social Security card, my new medical insurance card. Jennifer put this stuff in this stupid little wallet, and Dad got mad at me she said, like his language, like senseless, nonsense. Why would you give her that? But she had it in her possession, as well as $80 cash, because this is has to do with a deal between her and Natalie. They do not get along. And I saved Natalie's fucking kneecaps from being broken because she was going to go with Randy Hahn, the realtor, to her house because Natalie had been inviting me over and then all of a sudden physically throwing me out on my ass from 1511 LLE Boulevard, her last apartment, which was really nice. She has a 7-year-long meth habit. She's not an alcoholic. She smokes some cigarettes, whatever. And when we were in front of Teardrop, we always do better in mixed company. Alone. And one time Miguel's so funny. I love Miguel, and Jennifer doesn't understand why. But I haven't seen him in a while. He owes me $68, but he'll protect me. But I got so rough today, I started crying, talking to a real estate agent, Amanda, to try to help this fucking stupid fucking bitch who has stolen a lot of property from me, and I didn't realize that. I didn't think about the fact that I just didn't really know. Sometimes, like my dad told people when he met Elizabeth Warman, my last girlfriend, Christian doesn't listen to people. Like I really don't. They're not interesting. There's nothing to hear there. I want to know where my debit card is, but like my stepmother, who I really love and adore, and she said if he would lose his head, it wasn't attached. She did her best.